Hi everyone, I'm Ali Grayman. Today I wanted to talk to you about structuring your day in a way that improves your life. So, if you look, for example, you wake up in the morning, what would be the best possible morning in the situation that you are in? And I know a lot of people are coming to me, to this channel from the OCD channel, and in that case, the anxiety for a person is already really high. And we're not really talking about that here, but what we're saying that besides all of the circumstances that you're dealing with, whether it could be anxiety, stress, anything, right? Besides all of that, what is your ideal morning generally? Do you like to have a certain routine? Do you say, for example, some people like to have a full breakfast in the morning. Other people would like to just take a moment and have coffee or tea outside. Some people would like to take a walk. Some people would like to do running. Some people, everybody has different routines. What is your routine that makes you the happiest? Maybe it's reading a book. So what would be the best possible morning for you? Let's put the mental state aside, and just in terms of physical activities, right? In terms of your just daily activities, what would be your ideal morning? Now imagine that you have this ideal morning structured into your daily routine, not as a maybe someday, but as a mandatory every single day. And you make sure that you make it happen. Even if you have to wake up a little bit earlier, you make sure that you make it happen every single day. How much better would your life be if you were able to do that? And try to imagine instead of that, if you are doing the opposite of what you actually want to do in the morning. You're rushing, you're stressed, nothing is working out, nothing is prepared. So if we compare these two, how are you setting yourself up for the day in these two scenarios? There's a huge difference, right? So, and we're just talking about the morning. Now you can talk about the rest of the day, right? Lunchtime. What's your perfect lunchtime situation? Do you want to, how does even going as little as commute? What would be something you can improve in your commute? Maybe it could be just little trivial things. If you're going far, maybe putting a new playlist of songs that you like to listen to. It could be reading a new book on the way, or listening to an audio book. There's driving by, trying new coffee place, which I don't really recommend coffee if you have anxiety, but I'm just trying to give suggestions of things that you can do that would make that specific part of your day, that segment of your day, a little bit easier, and also scheduling it in. And now, even if you have extremely high anxiety, even if you have a lot of negative stuff going on in your life, you have these kind of beacon points in the day where you say, okay, you know what? Maybe things are going really terrible right now, but I have this to hold on to. I have that to hold on to. That in an hour, I'm doing this. In an hour, I'm doing that. Even though I don't feel well, I'm looking forward to that. And that helps to push yourself forward if you're stressed, if you're anxious, if you're having a bad day. Believe me, it will make a difference. Also, again, I mentioned this in other videos on my OCD channel, but sleep is very, very important. You have to make sure you're getting rest, because if you're not getting enough rest, then your body is not functioning the way it should be functioning, the way it needs to be functioning. Now, again, going back to the OCD channel, I know some people get very worked up about this and starting to obsess whether they're getting enough sleep or not. It's not a make or break in recovery from anxiety from OCD. But it is important for you to normalize sleep patterns, so you're generally sleeping the same way, same amount of hours as everybody else, if not a little bit more, because you are under stress. And it doesn't matter where the stress comes from. It can come from anxiety, it can come from OCD, it can come from just daily life stress. There's a lot going on, but you need that rest in order to get your strength back, you know? And again, what is the ultimate number of sleep hours that you can get? And if you say, well, I can't possibly get this much sleep, well, why can't you? In the evening, what is exactly preventing you from going to sleep a little bit earlier? And for some people, it's things that they can't change, but most of it, you can at least shift it a little bit and say, go to bed even half an hour earlier. It will build up and it will give results if every day of the week you're going to bed just a little bit earlier. So there's nothing that you can't do. A lot of the times people will say, well, I'm in this situation, there's nothing I can't do. Well, there's nothing if you can't do if you're saying there's nothing you can't do. But if you actually break it down and see, well, I think I actually can do this, or and this can work, and maybe this can work, maybe not exactly like this, but maybe something like this, and start to make adjustments that are in your favor. And a lot of it also comes down, because I talked a lot with people with anxiety, with OCD, and a lot of it comes down to generally feeling on a subconscious level, maybe not even on a conscious level, but on a subconscious level, the person is not worth the person themselves. They are not worth the effort. They don't want it's not that they don't want to put effort into themselves and into making their life better, but it's almost like they feel like they're not worth the extra trouble. I'm okay with just like this. I don't need to. But it's these little efforts that will rebuild your self-esteem and will make your daily life better. And you will start to feel happier. You will start to be able to fight the anxiety, fight the stress more. I hope you find my videos helpful. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.